Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show you guys step by step how to make this graphic here in Adobe Illustrator. So let's jump over to Illustrator and get started. Alright, so now that we're in Illustrator here, the first thing you want to do is go up to File and hit New. And once you get in here, you can name the file anything you want. For here I'll just put text effect. For the width you want 10 by 24, so 1024 pixels, make sure it's on pixels. And then for the width you want 768 pixels as well. Down here for color mode, you might have to hit the drop down for advanced. I don't know if you're using CS6 or not, but it should be somewhere advanced. And for color mode, you want to make sure it's on RGB. For raster effects, you want to make sure it's 72 ppi, and you want to make sure align new text with pixel grid is unchecked. And then once that's up, you can go ahead and hit OK. Alright, now that we have our file here, the first thing we will need to do is put the background color in. So to do that, we're going to hit the rectangle tool here, and we're going to go from the top here, top corner, and drag it all the way across to the bottom corner to fill the entire background, and let go. And now you want to go over here to the stroke where it's black right now, and you want to click and drag and just take that down here to the trash can. So that gets rid of the edging where you can't really see it. And now for fill, we want to just go over here and highlight that, and then I'm going to go right here to this and double click, and I'm going to put, for the B I'm going to put 0, for the G I'm going to put 0, and for the red I'm going to put 214 and hit OK, and that gives us our background. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do with the background here is I'm going to go over here and click on this little box right here, which is add new fill. I'm going to do this one time, and now what I'm going to do, with this new one highlighted, I'm going to go up to gradient, and I'm going to click the drop down here, and I'm going to do super soft black vignette. And then once that's like that, we're going to go down here to our fill that we just put the gradient on. We're going to drop down, and the opacity, we're going to just click on it and take this down to overlay, and then we're going to just click over here, and you can see it's kind of got a darker outside. We're going to leave where the center's lighter, we're going to leave it like that. Now the next thing we're going to do is put the text in. Actually, before the text, we're going to put a circle in to go underneath the text. So to do that, just go over here and click L on your keyboard, or you can go over here and click and go down to the ellipse tool. And what we're going to do is we're just going to click one time, and this box should pop up. For this box, what we're going to put is 580 by 580 and hit OK. And now what we're going to do is it's automatically taken that gradient filling. So what this now, like it is, we highlight the gradient. Now we're going to go back over here to this, and we're just going to put in the bottom here, we're going to go FFF 6 times for F, and that'll turn it to a straight white. And now what we're going to do is hit the V, and I'm going to drag this to the center more. And now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to align this in the center of the palette itself. So to do that, I'm going to go up here to Window, I'm going to go to Align, and now with this shape selected, and you want to make sure Align to, you want to go to Align with Artboard. And now with that highlighted, you want to click Align Object, the center one here, which is Horizontal Align Center. And now you want to do this one here, which is Vertical Align Center. And that puts us now the circle right in the middle of our red background. Alright, now with our circle here, we're going to add the text. So we're just going to click off the circle, and we're going to go over here to the text tool and just click on it. And for this, the font I'm going to use is called Bada Boom. I'll put a link in the description below to where you can go and download it for free if you want to use the exact same font. But now what we're going to do is we're going to just click here, and we're going to type in any word we want. Kabam. Kabam. Is that how you spell kabam? Let's just do kaboom. And what we're going to do is we're going to select it all the font. We're going to change it to our font itself, which is Bada Boom, I think, right? Bada Boom here. And then we're going to change, I'm going to change the size. Let's go to View, Type, Character. And now we got here, I'm going to change how I got to this window here is I went to Window, Type, and then character, and that brought up this box here. And I'm going to change the size to, let's try 300. Alright, let's move it down. I'm going to zoom out by hitting Command and negative. That'll zoom us out. It looks like that fits pretty good. Now what we want to do is make sure this is there, and for this right here we're going to do -7. So type in -7, and that's going to bring all the letters a little closer together. Alright, now with our font here, what we're going to do is we're going to change the angle it's on. So with it still highlighted, I'm going to right click, go to Transform, and hit Shear. And for the angle here, we're going to do -8. And then we want to make sure vertical is checked here and hit OK. And that puts it like that. And the next thing we want to do is go over here, and with it still highlighted, we're going to align it. So we're going to, with this still open, if not, we go to Window, Align. We'll open this back up. And we still have the text highlighted, so we want to click the center here once again, which is horizontal align center. And then we're going to do vertical align center. And that now puts the font right in the middle of our thing here. But we're actually going to move it up 40 pixels. So to do that, you hold Shift and hit up 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that moves it up a little bit there. And now we've got it in the center, but a little above center on the horizontal plane. Alright, now with our font here, we're going to hit V on the keyboard or the selection tool, and we're going to go up to Object. So let's click it. We're going to go to Object, and we're going to go to Expand. And leave that like that. Hit OK. And now what we're going to do is we're going to right click on this and hit Ungroup. Alright, now that we've ungrouped it, we're going to go over here to the fill where it's black, where it shows the color of the font itself. We're going to hit this little FX here for new effects, and we're going to go to offset path. So path, offset path, and we're going to change the offset to 8 pixels. Joins, we're going to drop down to round, and then meter limit, we're going to leave at 4. And that goes there, and now we have this. Alright, now with this, the next thing we're going to do is with this still highlighted, we're going to hit FX again and go to Distort and Transform and go to Transform. And what we're going to do is leave this at 100, 100. We're going to put this to 7 pixels. And we're going to put this to 12. And that's that. And we're going to hit OK. And now we've got this look here where you can see it drops down a little bit from the front path. Okay, the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to change this blue outline font to white. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Add New Fill here, which is this here, this white box. And we're going to go and turn this, click that, and we're just going to go to white. And now you can see now we've got the white in the front with the black in the background. So yours should look like this. Alright, now with ours like this with the white and the black background, we're going to go and hit it one more time for Add New Fill. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on this, with this new one highlighted, we're going to click on this white box here, double click on it to give us these options. And for the R, we're going to put 249. For the green, we're going to put 217. And for the blue, we're going to put 0 to kind of give us a mustard color. So that gives us that now. And with this fill still highlighted, we're going to go down here to Effects and go back up to Distort and Transform and hit Transform again. And now we're going to leave both of these at 100, and we're going to change both of these down here to 5. And hit OK. And now you can see we've kind of got black with white, and then we've got a little bit of yellow here hanging off the edge with the white shadow there. So it's starting to take shape. So now that we've got this, we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so here we are now, and we're going on to the next step. We're going to add a stroke around the outside edge. If you accidentally ever click off of it here, and then you can see we've got all the letters here, but when you go to select it with the selector tool here, it's all individual. So to select them all, we want to make sure we hit Shift and select every letter here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the stroke here, and this is our stroke. If it's not at the very top of all this, you want to just click it and drag it all the way to the top, right underneath compound path. And then for the stroke color, we're just going to go to black, and we're going to go up to 8. And then we're going to double click, or just click on stroke, and we're going to put caps. We're going to do the center here, which is round cap. For corner, we're going to do the round corner. And then for stroke align, we're going to do, let's see, this one here, stroke to the outside. Yes, to the outside, just like that. And then now we've got a nice stroke around outlining our letters. Okay, now with our letters like this, we're just going to click off of it with the selector tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Illustrator here and hit Preferences, Grid, Guides and Grid, and we're going to make grid every 5 pixels here. And just hit OK. And then we're going to go to Window. No, we're going to go to View, and we're going to make sure Snap to Grid is checked. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. What we're doing in this step is we're going to make the background for the text for it to have that nice stylized look. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and create the rectangle tool by pressing M, or just going over here and selecting that. And we're going to click one time, and then we're just going to go here and type in 15 by 15 and hit OK. And I'm going to hit Command plus to zoom into that. And what we're going to do now, you can see it still has that gradient fill, so I'm going to go up here to the fill and just turn it to black. And now we should have this black square like that. Alright, now with our square here, we're going to hit with it still selected, we're going to right click on it, hit Transform, and go to Shear. And we're going to change the shear angle to 45. And make sure we're on vertical here, and we're going to hit OK. And now that leaves us with this nice little slash line here. Alright, with this slashed here, what we're going to do is we're going to hit right click on it. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to hit Command C to copy it, and then we're going to hit Command F. And we can't see this, but there's actually 2 layers here. And right now we have the top one highlighted. So what we're going to do with the top one highlighted, we're going to right click on it, hit Transform, and we're going to go to Reflect, and we're going to do vertical at 90 degrees and hit OK. And now that we've got this, what we're going to do is we're going to go down, we're going to right click on it, we're going to go to Transform, we're going to go to Move, and we're going to put in 15 for horizontal. Vertical, we're going to put 0. And then this one, distance, you want to make sure it's 15 pixels and the angle is 0 and hit OK. And now we've got this cool looking V shape here. Now with this V shape here, we have one of them highlighted. So what we need to do is we need to hit Shift and click on the other one here. And that'll select both of these. And we're going to go over here to the Pathfinder on our line box. If not, go to Window and go down to Pathfinder here and click on it. We're going to click this first one here, which is called Unite, and unite them into one shape. And now we've got one nice shape that I can move all around, and it's the same there. Alright, now with our new shape here, the single shape here, the V, what we're going to do is with it still highlighted, we're going to go up to Object, Pattern, and go to Make. And then we're just going to name it anything we want. Oh, it's been added to our swatches. Hit OK. And for this, we're just going to hit V shape just to name it anything we want. And then like that, we're just going to hit Close here. And then we're going to hit Done up here at the top. And now we're back to here. Alright, now that we've created this into a pattern, we can go ahead and select it and hit Delete. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to hit Command negative sign, minus sign to zoom back out. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold down Shift and we're going to click on every letter we have over here. And what we're going to do now with all these selected, we're going to go down here to the Add New Fill button once again. And now you can see it turns black. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to the drop down here and we're going to navigate to our new in your swatches. It should be in here. The one we just created, which was the V shape. Right here, we're just going to click on this, and now we have that look there. But next, what we're going to do is we're going to, with that like that, we're going to click on the opacity here. For the overlay, we're going to go to, or the the blending, we're going to go to overlay like that, and for the opacity we're going to do 35% and hit OK, and you can see it's real subtle there, but it's looking better already. The last thing we're going to do with all the text still highlighted, we're going to right click on any letter here and go to transform and go to rotate, and we're going to put in here 20 degrees, but we want to uncheck the objects. We only want to do the pattern. As you'll see, it's about to change this pattern here, so hit OK, and now we've kind of got a little slanted look to it there. Alright, so that's it for the font. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the lightning bolt underneath. So to do this, just click the M on your keyboard or go over here to the rectangle tool and click one time anywhere, and we're going to do 160 by 60, and that'll bring up this rectangle here. Once again, we're going to change the fill to just straight black, and there you should have that like that. Alright, with this block still highlighted, we're going to right click on it and go to transform and go to transform each, and we're going to make sure this is at 100, and we're going to turn this horizontal to 160, vertical to 30, and then we are going to hit copy here. If we hit OK, that's just going to move this one here, but if we hit copy, that's going to dupe it like that and kind of move it down. So now all we need to do is we're going to hit right click on this, we're going to go to transform again, and we're going to do this until we have 6 of these. So I need to do it 3 more times. So 3, 4, 5, right click on it, transform again, 6. So there we have that. Now I'm going to move this, oopsie daisy, actually I'm going to click them all, and then actually we're going to unite them all. So I shift click them all to highlight them all, and now back over here on the Pathfinder, we're going to hit the unite button, which is of the Windows Pathfinder if you don't have it, and just hit this first button here, which is unite. And now if I go to the select tool and I move just one of them, it moves them all. Alright, with these stairs here, the lightning bolt here still selected, all of them, we're going to right click and hit transform shear, and we're going to go to shear angle, we're going to go to 35, and we're going to do horizontal and then hit OK, and now we've got a nice little slanted look. And we're going to do this one more time. Now we're going to hit right click on it, go to transform shear. For the shear angle, we're going to do -20, and we're going to go to vertical this time and then hit OK. Alright, the next step we're going to do with our lightning bolt here is we're going to go over to this direct selection tool by selecting it here or hitting A on our keyboard, and we're going to click this point right here one time, and then we're going to go over here and hold shift, and we're going to click this point here as well, and you can see all the points should be white except for these should be blue, and we're going to hit delete, and that'll give us this look here. Okay, and with these still selected like this, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Object, Path, Join. We're going to do it one more time, Object, Path, Join, and that's going to give us this here. And the last step we have is now just to put this underneath the text. So what we're going to do is, with it still selected, we're going to go over here to Align, which is either Windows Align or if you still have this box open, and we're going to make sure Align to is to Artboard. And we're going to do Align Horizontal Center, and then Align Horizontal, Vertical Align Center, and that puts it like that. And now what we're going to do is hit Shift and go down, press the down arrow 15 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And there you have it, the finished product. We can click off of that, and if I hit Command negative to zoom out, you can now see that there what you've just created. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and leave them in the comments below or send me a message or anything and I'll get back to you. But once again, thanks for watching the video and check back for more videos. Take care.